Today we're going to be looking at a super trend trading strategy that actually works. But before we go, guys, I have one burning question for you. Do you use super trends in your trading strategy? If so, if you don't mind giving us a heads up down below in the comments below on what I should be backtesting. And remember, every Friday I choose a random comment to give away 100 USDT. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're going extremely well. My name is David and welcome back to my channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on YouTube and on the web, and then I use code to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be going through a good old trading strategy that I did quite a long time ago, and I found some really good settings that I'd like to share with you today. This trading strategy is called the Works Super Trend. It is a 3 super trend trading strategy with a couple of other indicators, but I'm not going to bore you anymore with that. Let's get straight over to my computer and let's have a look at this trading strategy. It's going to be on BTC USDT on the 30-minute time frame. But before I get over to my screen, guys, if you do enjoy this video and you don't mind giving it a good old thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every Monday and every Friday, and you can find all of my trading strategies. The Patreon links are down below where you can get access to over 50 trading strategies and all of the best settings. Okay, let's get over to my computer. Okay, here we are on my computer on TradingView, ready to go through this trading strategy. First thing I'm going to do is add the super trends to my chart. To do that, I'm going to go up the top here and click indicators, and then I'm going to type super trends. We're going to go over here and it's going to be the first one here, which is by Everget. I'm going to add it 3 times to my chart. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, I have 3 super trends now on my chart, and I'm going to go into the cogs and change all of them. I'm not interested in this sell or buy signal here. I'm going to remove that by doing this here, and I'm going to do that for each and every one of them. I'm going to fast forward and do that very quickly. Okay, now we have removed them. We have the simple super trends on our chart, and now we're going to set them up with the different lengths and different multipliers. So first of all, we're going to go over here, click on the cog as always. We're going to click the inputs over here, and it's going to be very simple as the settings. Okay, so we're going to be using multiplier 3 first of all, and we're going to be using our length of 14 on our first super trend. The second one, we're going to be going over here. We're going to have 4 here, and we're going to have 18. And then we're going to have our final one where we're going to change the multiplier to 5, and we're going to be changing this to 20. Now that's going to be our default settings. As you can see, that has given a little bit more space between each and every one of the super trends, giving us a better signal for entries, buys and sells. So we're looking for all 3 of these super trends to be green. We're looking for a long, and all 3 of these super trends here like this in red for a short. As you can see here, sometimes it filters out bad signals where we have only 1 or 2 super trends for us to confirm. Okay, so that is going to give us partially our trend direction. We're also going to add a couple of other indicators as we go along. There are going to be quite a few indicators on this trading strategy, guys, but I do think the actual backtesting results are worth it. Next one we're going to be adding is the TSV, which is this one here, the times segmented volume. We're actually going to take this one here by VitLot. This is going to add this oscillator down below our charts here. Now, this indicator is very simple. All it does is it takes past volume and price, divides it by a sum of previous volume. We also have an SMA. Let me make it a little bit thicker for you guys so you can see it here on YouTube. We're going to make that nice and bright just like that. And we're going to make the SMA nice and bright too. Okay, let's make that a little bit brighter as well. Perfect. Okay. So when the histogram goes over the SMA, this green line here, the red chart is going above the green lines here, we are bullish and we have bullish volume for us to continue. If it's below, just like this, we are bearish and we can continue to look for shorts when price or when these red candles here are below the green line. So that's the TSV. We also have a couple of other indicators to confirm our entries. Like I said, guys, we're on BTC USDT on the 30-minute time frame. I'm trying to change around and diversify myself and looking for different time frames. I did a couple of 5 minutes ones recently, a 15-minute. Each and every one is going to be slightly different. We're going to be adding now another indicator called the ADX with MA, which is an indicator that I built. It's added this MA, which you can change in the settings over here. We can change the length of the MA, but I'm going to leave it as default. We want our red line. This red line, let's make it a little bit thicker again. We want the red line to be above the blue line to confirm our entries. Now, whether it's bullish or bearish, we just want the red line to be above the blue line. Doesn't make any difference whether we're looking for a short or long, it just has to be that way around. So that is our ADX. Now, we haven't finished with the indicators. I know that there's a lot on the chart and it may look a little bit confusing, but it is worth it in the back testing results. It may be easier for this one to be traded with bots, but that's what we're going to be doing afterwards. We're going to be back testing it. I'll show you how to connect it to bots straight after. Okay, so we have our long entries. We're looking for 3 super trends. We're looking for the TSV to be above the red, and we're looking for our confirmation with the ADX red being across the blue. Now, we're going to be adding a couple of other indicators as well, just to confirm. I'm going to be adding the volume flow here. Volume flow is one of my favorite indicators by Lazy Bear here. It's this one here by Lazy Bear, volume flow indicator just here. This one's very simple as well. We're going to click on here. We're going to make it nice and thick so we can see it on YouTube. There we go. There's the orange line, and let's put the green line here. So this indicator is very much like the ADX. We're just looking for the green line to be above the orange line. Whether it's shorts or longs, that is the only confirmation we're looking for. We're looking for green to be above orange. You can also add a little bit more extra confluence by adding it to be above the 0 line, but that is something I haven't backtested, but have backtested in previous trading strategies and worked very well. Okay, I have one last indicator, and that is for the trend direction, which is going to be the SMA. Very simple SMA. We're going to go down. There's a lot of SMAs here. We got the moving average simple here. It's just going to be a simple moving average SMA at 200. I don't use this one very often, but today we're going to be using it. I'm going to make it white and quite thick here so we can see it. We're going to be setting the length to 200, and that's our simple SMA. Now we're looking for price to be below the SMA for shorts and above for longs. This one's going to be giving us a long-term direction in a way. Okay, so let's have a look to see some of these results here to see if we can find a good entry. Okay, here is our first entry that we're going to be using today. I'm going to be using looking for a long at these 3 dots here. I am cherry picking just to show you guys how it works, but let me show you how it works. So we have our TSV above the red is above the green, just as said. We have the ADX. As you can see, the ADX has crossed above and the red is above the blue, which is perfect. Green above orange on the volume flow indicator by Lazy Bear. We have all 3 of the dots from the SuperTrend lining up here perfectly. We're going to take our long entry just here. So we're going to set our long entry on this candle here. We're going to set our stop loss. We're going to set it to the lowest of all of the SuperTrends here. We're going to be looking for a risk to reward of 1.5, which we would have easily won this trade here. Perfect trade. As you can see, we moved in, and I should imagine we'll be able to get another one just around here as well as the confirmation is added. But there you go, an absolutely perfect trade as a long. Let me go and have a look at the shorts. Okay, let's have a look at the shorts very quickly. Here you can see all 3 dots of the SuperTrend. We are slightly above the green line here. We might have to move over a candle just like this for the TSV. We are orange above green on the volume flow, so that is absolutely perfect. We'll get our entry just here on this candle here. We'd set our stop loss at the very furthest away of the stop losses of the SuperTrends here, and then we're going to be looking for a risk to reward of 1.5. Now this one here would probably be a loss, but let's put it along and see how it goes. Yes, indeed, this trade here would have been a loss, but could have been a good trade. Guys, before I go any further, I'd like to make a huge shout out to Bybit, who have really supported our community from the very beginning. They're currently organising a Trade Masters Grand Prix, which is in part Series 1. I'm going to be participating myself. They have up to $500,000 in prize pools, as you can see here, and those prize pools will be distributed between the best traders. To enter the competition, all you have to do is register between the 2nd of November and the 27th of November, and the competition actually goes from the 9th of November till the 28th. Also, the top 20 traders will be invited to a gala at the end of the year, which is in Dubai, so that's very nice. And so as always, a huge shout out to Bybit. I will be competing in this trading competition myself using my algorithms and using my algo bots myself. You can find out more information about the Trademasters Grand Prix down below in the description, and also some really great bonuses that you can get by signing up for Bybit. Also, you get reductions in things like fees and things like that if you use the David Tech link. Okay, back to the strategy. One other thing in all of my trading strategies that I do, as you saw, that stop loss was quite big. I do set most of my trading strategies, depending on the time frame, to have a maximum stop loss. This one here may have been a 1.5. I will back test it in percentage, 1.5%. Will back test that, and it may have been a winning trade because of that. But the only way to find out is getting over to my screen, back testing it to see how good the results are. Okay guys, I have two sets of results here. As you can see, I have one which is our first set of results, which is still very good, but I have managed to improve it by adding a couple of other indicators. Again, I know that there is a lot of indicators on here, but it doesn't mean it's a bad trading strategy. The methods that I use by NNFX generally have around 5 indicators or more to confirm an entry. So there's no problem in having lots of indicators as long as you know how your trading strategy is working. And of course, you're not overfitting, which could be absolutely terrible, but the only way to test that is to forward test. Okay, so we have here 110 trades, we have 484 net profit, 64% profitable, and 24% drawdown. So considering how the net profit, the drawdown is a bit big for me, but we continue looking at these other stats here. As you can see, we have would have had a buy to hold of minus 15%, which we absolutely smashed. Sharp ratio and Shortinho ratios are slightly smaller than I would like. Our average win was 1.86%, and we had an average losing trade of 1.8. So yeah, so as I said, I have found a way of improving this trading strategy by adding some different ways of confirming confidence. Let's have a look at some of the settings that I've set up. As you can see, instead of the SMA that I used, which was 200 SMA in the previous one, I'm actually using the fair tail value moving average here. Instead, I've used 3 of them, which give us our turn direction. It's the 9, the 21, and the 150. The 150, making sure that each of those are above each other to take a long or below each other to take a short. I did change that around, making it a little bit more profitable, as you can see over here. I also added the KERPD, which is this indicator here, which was suggested to me by Parrot Trading, which was another algo trader on YouTube, so a huge shout out to him. This one here is absolutely brilliant at filtering out bad results, so yeah, it's a great add-on for us guys here. There is one other indicator that also I added as well for a little bit more confluence, which was the the stochastic RSI. I have another video where the works actually works with this one here. I actually took it out for the first backtest and added it back in for this one here. If you'd like more information, you'll be able to find that video. The link will be above, where it goes through the full trading strategy, including that. So let's have a look back at these settings here. We have 67% win rate almost here. We have 10 max wins in a row, 3 max losses, which is absolutely brilliant. We have a total number of 106 trades, 71 wins, 35 losses. Net profit is 750%. We have, like I said, a total number of trades. I have managed to reduce the drawdown to 20% and still keep the profit up at 750. If you're like me and your portfolio has grown considerably over the past 2 years, and you would like to risk less, you can obviously take down the leverage to like 5, and we can have a look at the back testing on that instead. That will considerably reduce the drawdown. So as you can see, we still made 159% on our portfolio. The equity curve looks absolutely wonderful. In comparison to the buy and hold, we would have lost 15% if we would have just purchased and held onto our Bitcoin. As you can see, like, still we're doing well, and we now only have a max drawdown of 7.11%. 7% drawdown is considerably better and is acceptable. Most days are in the green, as you can see over the past 2 years here. But yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 6 months, sorry, not days, 6 months of red, and the rest are all in the green, including the current month where we are. So I'm really happy with this one, guys. I will be backtesting it in the Elite Backtesters group inside of Discord and sharing it with everybody as a chart where you can just press copy to get these best settings. Don't forget to put a comment down if you want to be in with a chance on Friday to win 100 USDT. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this trading strategy. I hope you understand all of the indicators. I know there was quite a few of them, but you can simply just add this to TradingView as a strategy. Like I said, the links to Patreon are down below to add this to your chart. Have a great day, have a great week, guys. Take care, keep safe, keep coding, trade like a boss, and I'll see you on Friday, where I'll probably have another setup for this trading strategy, and I'll go through all of the settings once again with you guys. Bye bye now, take care, have a good week, bye bye.